I guess you could say that this is where it started. That's my great-grandfather, John Morris Francis Gaster. He loved a little toddy or a quart jar or all he could get to drink. Walked into, the train did not run over him, he walked into the side of it. That's his fiddle. I would love to have had that fiddle. That was eventually drug around in the ground on a string till it was torn apart long after he died. I'll play something that came from the area where I grew up. His mother was a Kelly. He never saw her, and that's where the music comes from. Kellys love to dance and play music and drink a little bit. Grew up in Lee County. Totally. We lived there all my life. Well, not yet. Hope not all my life yet. More than anything, where I grew up, I was influenced a great deal by my grandfather and Aunt Alice, who sang. The other influence on them was the black influence. I can drive about 10 miles from my house going east, and the country begins to flatten, and the fields begin to get large. And I've always loved the history of that region, and when I drive through there, in my imagination, I can see the slaves picking cotton and the poor white folks picking cotton in big fields and those long sacks. I saved 20 bucks, and I was walking down, never knew what I was going to do with it, walking down Wicker Street in Sanford. At the intersection of Wicker and Moore Street was a music shop, W.F. Cheers. I just looked in the window, and there was a banjo hanging there. Well, it just kind of struck me, so I went in. How much is the banjo? He said, $36.95. I went and asked Mother if I could get some money. She didn't like it, but she gave it to me. She did not want me to learn. She prayed to God that I would not learn. Daddy was an alcoholic, and Mama put a lot of abuse, and he was worse when he had his guitar in his hand. Banjo player goes into the library, and the librarian says, "Can I help you, sir?" He said, "Yes, you can." He said, "I'd like a cheeseburger, large order of fries, and a small Coke." And she said, "Sir, you are in a library." He said, "Ooh, I'm so sorry. Cheeseburger, large order of fries, sure, okay." I'm proud to be a banjo player.